Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading from March 7th, 2024. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle here for Taurus. Let's see what's going on, Taurus. So we have planning and action and we have decrease. I think that you may be wanting to chill. This is an energy of like, if this is on the decrease, planning and action, it's like you may be wanting to do things your way instead of having to consistently plot and then act on the plot immediately. You may be, yeah, Ten of Pentacles is here. Ooh, this is interesting. This is interesting. So the Hanged Man and Nine of Wands here. I think that things are slowing down and it's imperceptible things that maybe you didn't see slowing down before, and you may have been in this place of, they're saying that you don't want to be too stubborn or too, what's the word? Inflexible. It's very important for you to be very flexible, versatile in a situation, because plans could change at the drop of a hat. Okay, you're going to have to be able to do whatever it takes in the moment, whatever it is that needs to happen. You need to be able to do it right away. They're showing with Ten of Pentacles, it's like, for one thing, Ten of Pentacles is over the whole reading. So this talks a lot about how you may have, for some of you, you may have already gathered certain resources for a situation. You may already be very, very prepared for a certain scenario. But planning and action with Hanged Man, Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and Six of Pentacles tells me that all of that planning, all of that preparation, that it may, something may fluctuate to where it leaves you like without. It leaves you in a predicament where maybe something is missing from the equation. I had all these things, but then something switched at midnight, and now I'm missing one of these things. Like now the requirements have changed. Now I have too many of one and not enough of another. So they're talking a lot about this is changing. Like the exchange all of a sudden is different. They're showing to save your energy right now, because if you are trying to plan at this point in time, something about that is going to change. And then all the things that you thought you would need, all of a sudden you have too much of, and then you don't have enough of another thing. And then now you've depleted your resources, so you can't even replenish the one thing that, so they're saying don't plan too much or don't do too much. Don't be so stuck on something. Don't be so stuck on a fixed plan. Allow for the spontaneity and growth that would come from whatever the situation is coming up. Like it's something is changing here. Decrease is the Ten of Cups and the Moon. You might not be happy with these changes if you are stuck. If you're like, there's no, I'm going to get that and I'm going to get that and that's just it, because that's what's required and that's what I know of and that's all I'm going to do. And if you're in that place, if you're very stubborn about something, you're not going to be happy with the changes that come up. So the decrease is a decrease in happiness with the Ten of Cups and the Moon. The decrease in the Moon. It's going to become real obvious real soon. Okay, so something's going to change. Transformation. Again, you can't make this up. Transformation with the Magician and Five of Cups. They're speaking a lot about how you've got to be very versatile. Okay, because there are going to be some changes, and this is something reminiscent of a situation in the past. If this is something you've dealt with before, or a scenario that you dealt with before, then you may already have an inkling of how things can change at the drop of a hat. They're also speaking a lot about how you will be disappointed if you don't believe in yourself. A lot of times, if there's healing light, I can't make this up. I was just going to say, listen, what I was going to say is, when we are very stubborn about things, especially as a fixed sign, as I am a fixed sign, when we are in this space, it comes from trauma. It comes from something that needs to be healed. The fact that we're not open to being versatile means that we don't trust other people, or we don't trust the situation. We don't trust spirit. We don't trust the universe, right? When we're inflexible, because we think if it's got to be done right, it better be done by us, right? Because People fail us. With the Nine of Wands here, people fail us. We're always a victim of something, right? We never have the support we need. And so we must always invest in making sure we can have what we need here. And what that does is closes you off to the miracles that are in alignment for you. So this transformation is about, you'll be so disappointed if you don't believe in yourself, because you may lean on being fully prepared for something that you can't really, that's illogical to be fully prepared for any scenario that comes up, that's like doomsday-ish in a sense. They're saying that you got to believe in yourself in another way, which is, I can handle whatever comes. I'm sure that whatever comes, I trust that I'll be able to handle it. Spirit would never, the universe would never, the creator would never put too much on me where I can't, I wouldn't be able to stand up to that challenge, right? So I cannot, I swear I got chills because I was just going to say that. And I was like, this is something that needs to be healed, because you'll be disappointed if you don't believe in yourself, right? That's a change that needs to be made. And so the healing light is the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, right? And so this is speaking a lot about, you're going to get what you want. Like, you already should be in a celebratory energy. Like, no matter what comes up, I'm sure I'll be able to handle it. I'm sure that, no matter what, with the moon energy here, right? Things happening and I don't see it coming. That's okay. That's okay. I'll be able to figure something out. This is saying as well that you may feel like it's difficult to celebrate in this energy, because it seems like when you get what you want, there's always something missing, or when something comes in, it's like, it seems like too good to be true, and it a lot of times comes in that way, like it's too good to be true, and then it isn't true, or something's not true because you're missing something. And they're saying there's something that needs to be healed, that you need to always be prepared to celebrate, especially celebrate yourself. Okay. I cannot make this up. And I hope I'm explaining this properly to you, because the way that it's showing me is more of like, this is more of a you thing, that you may over prepare for a scenario and then be highly disappointed because you really don't trust that you'll be able to handle what comes up without having these things lined up or something like that. There's some kind of vibe here of that. And maybe feeling inadequate, so I have to lean on this or that. I'm inadequate, so I have to lean on these tools. I have to lean on this thing. When you can handle it yourself, you got to believe that. You could be dealing with, right, and instead of feeling like a victim, like nobody ever helps me, the Spirit's saying, because you can always do it yourself. Like, you can always handle something. Like, you're more than capable of handling something. But either way, you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, or an Aries. Right, so you could be an Aries Taurus cusp, and or a Pisces Aries cusp, you could be dealing with. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.